We are coming up to June, which means we are going to be halfway through the year. So it's time to look at the top 10 best anime so far this year. Now, this is going to be my list with what I've seen so far this year, not counting last year, just what came out from January to now. And this is going to be my list, my top 10. These are the ones that I think are the best so far. Now, some of these are still ongoing. They are not finished their run yet, but there's a chance they could fall off a cliff. Yes, there's always that chance. But we're going to just do it as it is right now. And at the end of the year, we'll come back and I'll give you a proper top 10 once everything's done and everything like that. So let's get to it right now. Number 10 is Catch Me at the Ballpark. If you have not seen this, I don't know what you're doing, but this is a slice of life comedy that is brilliant on every single level. The animation is brilliant. The characters are so much fun. The whole premise of this anime is you have people who work at a ballpark in Japan for the Motor-Sons. And it's just a daily lifestyle of these characters. How do the vendor girls work? How do the food store people work? How do the fans, when they come into the stadium, how do they interact with everyone? How does the team do? How do the players interact? And it's just a brilliant insight into something that Japan loves, which is their sport when it comes to baseball. They love it. So this feels like a love letter to the baseball community and to the culture of anime that comes from Japan. When you got characters like Ruriko, who are like the main character, you just fall in love with them straight away. It's funny, it's hilarious, it's relatable. There are multiple sections in an episode. There's 3 parts to every episode that dives into different sections that people go through when they go into these events, these sporting events. And I just think it's a lot of fun. And I love it. I really do. It puts a smile on my face. I laugh. And it's just one of those animes that you guys have to check out. So for me, number 10, Catch Me at the Ballpark. Number 9, Supercube. Now, this one just ended last week, so it is now finished. All 12 episodes are available for you guys to go and check out. And many people were like, oh, this is just Solo Leveling ripoff. You know, this is China's version of Solo Leveling. But it's much more than that. It really is. So the idea is we have this character named Wang who falls in love with this girl and wants to be with her. And he ends up getting her, but he also ends up getting this cube that gives him power-ups. He can basically, level up in a way. And with this comes a lot of baggage. Now, there is a whole thing revolving around this other character, Quinn, who you see in the very first episode with this badass action sequence that was fantastic. And then from then on, once you get past episode 7, you get into the second half of the season, the world building and narrative changes. It shifts. And it is done really well. And it's all because you have this character in Wang who gets the girl very early on and then loses her and is unable to save her. And now his purpose is changed. He now has to be more calculated with the decisions he makes instead of just going out and going all guns blazing. And I love that. The action is fantastic. Episode 7, animated beautifully. One of the best action sequences you'll see all year. Just simply stunning. The character of Wang himself is great as you watch him grow in this character. But Season 1 did such a great job at integrating you into this world, building it up, and getting you invested in these storylines. And then to end it with how it ended, with that cliffhanger sort of ending of, we've got this championship event that's going on. You want to know more about Quinn? You want to know where your girl is? Follow me. Join my team, we'll do this. It's just absolutely fantastic. So for me, number 9 is Supercube. Number 8 is Solo Leveling Season 2. And this was an upgrade from Season 1. It really was. It has a lot more narrative to it. It has a lot more motivation for Jinwoo. It also has moments, especially in episode 9, I believe it was, when Jinwoo breaks down after completing his purpose to save his mother. That episode alone was fantastic. And it showed you that this character of Jinwoo, while he has a hard exterior, deep down, he still has this, little boy inside of him that yearns for his mother and that wants to save his mother. The action is stunning. Like, the animation is great. The Baru fight was fantastic. I really loved it. I love what they were doing with all the characters. Now, one thing I will say that the reason why Solo Leveling isn't higher is because I do feel like a lot of it was cut out that I think could have made it better. And there are moments with the pacing where it does go really, really quickly that you kind of like, oh, could we maybe develop this a little bit more? And the side casts don't get developed as much here. But the integration of the Monarchs, I thought the introduction was great. I thought the whole way that they did it was really, really good. And for me, it's going to sit here. And I know some solo leveling fans are going to be like, why isn't it in the top 3 in that? It's just because it's just not as good as the ones that I have above it, in my opinion. I just think the other ones that we're going to get to are going to be better than solo leveling. But solo leveling season 2 is great. Don't get me wrong, it's fantastic. But it's just not the best for me. And that's why I have it here. Number 7, the All Devouring WoW. Yes, there's only 5 episodes of this. And this could go downhill very quickly. It could. There's always that potential. But from what I've seen in the first 5 episodes, it's absolutely incredible. Firstly, the lore and world building in this anime, well, it's not an anime, a donwa, sorry, in this donwa, is unfreaking believable. You think, oh yeah, this is got a Pokemon ripoff. It's no Pokemon ripoff. What they do is they take the idea of Digimon and Pokemon and integrate it into its own uniqueness world with these spirit pets. You get great action sequence. I mean, the opening sequence in the first one with the catfish and the giant ape, fantastic. And then the color of bringing, the shadow creature, spirit pet, with the mixture of the ice and Firefox pinged off the screen beautifully. It's animated stunningly. The story is fantastic. It's sort of like an isekai, except very unique, because the way that Mr. Fan, comes back to life, he comes back into a person that is already old enough, and it's just he been a year. So he's got to disguise himself and try and figure out what happened, how come this happened, why did these catfish turn on him and kill him, what is going on. Meanwhile, his whole pavilion has been pulled down. It's fantastic. And like I said, the world building, the way that they are exploring the spirit pets, integrating parasite pets as well, the whole system and how it all works, it's just phenomenal. It truly is. And Lou is just a fantastic character, who is obviously Mr. Fan. Just a fantastic character. Like, just seeing how he's doing it. And they develop the side cast as well. And it does hit you emotionally. It's got the emotional that you want in it. Just an absolute fantastic donwa. So for me, it's sitting here. Number 6 is Zenshu. I think Zenshu is just fantastic. Obviously, all 12 episodes there. It's an original anime. It's fantastic. It's an isekai where she gets transported into her favorite anime. And she's obviously a person who does anime, who creates it. And to watch this character go through this journey of reflecting on her mistakes in her life and how she needs to let go and let other people in to help her. She can't carry the burden on herself. And then the other characters throughout are just fantastic as well. The world itself is great. When you get into this world, into this anime that she's in, you want to know more. You want to know more. What makes Luke click? Why is Luke this guy? Why is Unicorn doing this? What is the relationship going on here? How does she change it? And then the uniqueness of her powers, how she can draw and it comes to life, is fantastic. But then the counteract of what happens when that happens is fantastic. So for me, it's animated beautifully. It's just a brilliant story with a great ending and a great conclusion, with fantastic characters and a fantastic world. So for me, Zenshu is here at number 6. Number 5 is Windbreaker Season 2. Yes, this is another one that's still ongoing, but it's absolutely phenomenal right now. People called me a madman when I said Windbreaker Season 1 could win Anime of the Year, could have been nominated for Anime of the Year. I thought the first season was absolutely fantastic. But what they've done here with Season 2 is just phenomenal. It's something I did not expect. I've never read the manga, so I don't know what is going to happen. But the way that they are developing Sakura right now is unbelievable. Because they could have easily just had fight after fight after fight, because that's really what it is. It's, people that could fight. But they're developing Sakura in a way where he's understanding what it means to be a leader, what it means to trust everyone else, what it means, yes, he's been alone his whole entire life, but he has to let everyone in, and what means to fight. What are the means to fight? Like, in the latest episode, it was this guy, like, he doesn't fight to win? What? I only ever fight to win. But there's other ways that people fight for. What do they fight for? And that's what he's learning, and it's brilliant. But then we're also developing these other side characters as well. We're getting a bigger picture of what actually this organization that Sakura is in, how they all click. And you're just getting brilliant moments with the side cast as well. And I think they do such a great job. Obviously, the action's superb. Animation's fantastic. And it's great. It really, really is. And for me, it's going to sit here right now because it's just phenomenal. Number 4 is Devil May Cry. I love Devil May Cry. The 8 episodes were phenomenal. Not only did they just deliver on everything. I know some game fans don't like it, and that's okay. That's cool. That's how they feel. For me, they nailed it. They nailed every single thing. Episode 6 might be one of the best episodes of the whole entire year. Like, to do an episode like that with 0 dialogue, basically, and towards the end, to showcase the story of 2 characters and how they interlock with each other, and how one is he's the masterpiece of her creation, was fantastic. The animation is absolutely brilliant. But it's the villain of this show that makes this what it is. I don't think if you have a villain as good as Rabbit in this show, I don't think it's as good as we have just seen. Because Rabbit is... he might be the best villain of the year so far. He is unbelievably written so well that you understand every motivation of him. Why he does what he does, and why he's trying to do this. Why it's so important to him. And it's just freaking phenomenal. It truly is. Dante is great. I love it. I think they captured who Dante was and gave us that on the screen. I think Lady, I know some people don't like her taking the spotlight from Dante, but I thought she was done really, really well. And her ideology clashing with Dante's, clashing with Rabbit as well, I think is great. And seeing how she's been grown up with her tragic backstory, I just think it was fantastic. The world building's great, the animation's great, the fights are great, the story is great, and the soundtrack is absolutely fantastic. So for me, number 4, Devil May Cry. Number 3, Once Upon a Witch's Death. Now to me, yes, this is still ongoing as well. This is the most underrated anime of the year. Easily. Comfortably. This little anime is so freaking good that it will hit you so deep in the heart. This is about a character, a witch's apprentice in Meg Raspberry, who finds out that she's going to die in a year. And she's going to age very rapidly, very, very quickly. And the only way to save her life is to collect tears of joy. That is the thing. They got to be pure tears of joy. And thus the themes throughout the episodes are so freaking good. To watch Meg grow as a character and to understand what she needs to do in order to survive is phenomenal. This is some of the best writing you will see, some of the best narrative you're going to see, some of the best world building you're going to see. There are episodes in here that hit you emotionally, that make you think, make you rethink things in your life and how you're going to act towards certain people. And just the way that Meg develops as a character when she finds out about that, to now I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and then treating it as essentially, oh yeah, this is easy. This is like, I can do this easy. And then forgetting the whole reason why she helps people. It's not because she wants the tears of joy. It's because of who she is as a person. And I love that about her. And she's one of the best MCs of the year so far. She's incredible. And I love it. I really, really, truly love this anime. And if you had told me when I first saw this and was like, oh, you're going to love this anime much, I'd be like, yeah, okay, I'm sure I will. Absolutely phenomenal. So for me, Once Upon a Witch's Death, you need to watch it. 100% you need to. And for me, it's number 3. Number 2 is Sword of the Demon Hunter. This anime is absolutely incredible. Like, man, the episodes are just constant. The consistency of the highest quality you are going to see. From that very first episode, that hour-long first episode, which was one of the best first episodes I've ever seen in anime. Hit you every single emotion, set everything in motion, told you exactly what was going to happen, what's needed, what's this whole thing about, and you're sitting there and you're like, oh, this is going to be a Demon Slayer ripoff. But what this anime does better than anything else, better than all the other ones I've already mentioned, is it can take a character and another character, chuck them in a room together. For instance, Jinya and the painter in a room and just have a conversation. And it is so enthralling, so brilliant that you can just sit there and you could watch all 16 minutes of that conversation and be like, that was absolutely incredible. That's how good this anime is. And that's what it does. It doesn't rely on action to get across what it's trying to tell you. Yes, there is action in here, but there's multiple episodes where there is no action. And it's just story. It's just character. To watch Jinya grow as a character from when we first meet him to where he is now after the new episode that just aired, phenomenal storytelling, phenomenal character writing. And it's just, that's what it is. And that's the essence of this show. The essence of this anime is watching a character grow through life experience, through interactions with other people to understand how the world works. Fantastic. And yes, you throw in the demons and that's great as well. But even the demons, man, they have some great backstories to them as well. Some tragic ones. They're great characters. And it makes you go, wow, I did not see that coming. It's just brilliant. And it's animated fantastic. And to me, it's between this and my number one that are like, they're neck and neck right now. And I just think number one just edges it slightly at this point. But this one, don't write it off, man. We have 24 episodes of this as well. I think it's 24 episodes or something. It's just absolutely incredible. So number two, Sword of the Demon Hunter. Number one, To Be Hero X. This donwa is, no words can describe what this is doing right now. I mean, we've only had 8 episodes. We have 24 episodes. But when I mean this when I say this. This donwa has nailed all 8 episodes. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. It's unbelievable what it's doing right now. The animation is brilliant. The blend of 3D to 2D. Oh, some of the best you ever see. The sound, unbelievable. But it's the narrative, the story, and the world building that makes this what it is. The cliffhanger galore. This has the best cliffhangers out of anything that I've watched. Even more than Solo Leveling and Kaiju number 8. Because they foreshadowed in episode 1 something that would happen later on in episode 4 that had my jaw dropping. Then you had the E-Soul stuff, which was fantastic. And now we're on to Lucky Cyan, who is just already, after 1 episode, I'm like, I don't know who my favorite character is in this show because they're all freaking phenomenal. And that's what I love. They're taking their time to develop the characters, to get you invested in their life, and then to throw in the spanner of the idea of the public holding everyone to account for their actions and whether you be a hero or not, I think is great. How quickly it can be taken away, how quickly it can be given. But it's the whole idea of striving to be a hero, getting to that point and realizing this is actually a curse. This isn't actually anything great. You're just basically a corporate image. That's really what you are. You're a product. And I love that about this anime. It's just, oh, it's so freaking good, man. It's so freaking good. And like I said, 8 episodes in, and I'm not going to doubt them because you thought after the whole Nice, the 4 episodes of Nice and Lin Ling, you thought, okay, is the next hero that we're going to go on going to be great? I don't know. I'm kind of attached to this one. Then they give you fucking E-Soul and shit like that. And you're just like, how do they keep doing it? And then they give you Lucky Cyan, first episode in her little arc. And you're just sitting there and you're like, yeah, I'm not going to doubt him. I'm not going to doubt him. You hit every emotion in this donma. Every emotion, no matter what. It's just directed brilliantly, written beautifully, animated beautifully. It's just unbelievable what they've done here. So for me, number 1, To Be Hero X. So there you have it. That is my top 10 so far for this year. But I want to know what your top 10 is. Let me know in the comment section below. What are your top 10 favorites right now, currently either going on or have already finished this year. There are so many to choose from. I haven't watched every single one. I am trying to keep up with as much as I can. And I just want to know what you guys thought. Let me know your thoughts. Smash in the comments. Smash that like button. Click subscribe. And I'll see you guys next video. Until then, stay safe. And peace out.